If your craziest sex made front page news, what's the headline? For me, it would be intoxicated couple arrested in library. It was a short story. That was just one of the many questions that we got at the He Said, She Said comedy show in the Q&A portion of the show that Katrina Brown and I brought to the Van Dorn Racing Party last Saturday night, which was completely off the fucking hook. And I got a lot of stuff to show you for today's edition, Monday, January 22nd, 4:20 p.m., the 420 report. Thanks for all the loves and likes going across right now. Hey, Kenny, what's up, buddy? Hit the share button for me. Keith, Phil, how you guys doing? Martha, do me a favor, guys. Hit the share button, and let's get the view count up a little bit because I've got some crazy-ass stories from the weekend. Shout out to my show partner, the mutant queen of comedy, Katrina Brown, who delivered the goods as usual, totally brought her A game last Saturday night to the show we did to kick off the 2018 He Said, She Said comedy show tour. This weekend, actually, let me get my show dates out of the way coming up while the audience builds. I'm going to be going to Wisconsin. So if I've got any Wisconsin peeps, hit me up with some likes and some comments and help spread the word. I'm going to be in Portage this Friday night. What's the date on that? January 26th. This Friday, January 26th, I'll be in Portage, Wisconsin at Polk's Pub. And then on Saturday, the 27th, I go over to Briggsville, Wisconsin, not too far away, just down the street a little bit, for a happy hour, comedy hour show, 5 o'clock at Foxy's Bar. So Portage, Wisconsin, Briggsville, Wisconsin this week. And if anybody wants to grab a copy of my CD, Totally Baked, I will put up the link where you can get a free copy while supplies last. And it's also on my Facebook page and some other posts down below if you just want to scroll down and check that out. Today I've got some crazy ass stories though, so thanks everybody for joining in. Chris, what's up? Cheryl, how you guys doing? Hit the share button, leave me some questions and comments, and let's get a little bit of a conversation going. Last Saturday night, Katrina Brown and I joined forces to launch the 2018 tour of the He Said, She Said comedy show. And I talked about this last week before I went out on the road, where one of my favorite developments of last year, 2017, is doing the Q&A part. And that's where after we each do about an hour of material and get the audience nice and charged up and they've had a few drinks, they start sending us their questions and comments on these quarter sheets of paper. And I just picked out a few of them from last week because I thought these were funny as hell. If your craziest sex made front page news, what's the headline? Like I said at the beginning, for me, it would be intoxicated couple arrested in library. It was a short story. What is a pink meat curtain? I totally forgot about that. I probably should have looked through these a little bit more because this might get a little too raunchy for a 4 o'clock audience on Facebook. What is a pink meat curtain? I think my answer to that one was the new Arby's lunch special. Why do men put their hands down their pants when watching TV? That's something I don't do, watch TV. I just keep my hand down my pants. Who is more likely to have slept with an actual woman, Richard Simmons or Hillary Clinton? Hillary Clinton, obviously. And why do men think their dicks are so attractive that women just love seeing them out all the time? Don't misunderstand. Women love dicks and what they can do, but face it, dicks are ugly. See, that's not even a question. That's a fucking mission statement. That's a manifesto right there. I also was treated to trying to do rated R comedy in front of not only a crazy fucking crowd that was sending up questions like that, which are always fun to play off, and that's going to make for some good future material at shows later on. But there was a 10-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid. Kenny, if you're still watching, or if anybody was at the show last Saturday night, what was that kid's actual age? He's like a 4th or 5th grader, I think. But it's an elementary kid right in the fucking front row. And they're like, no, we're like, is that okay? Because this is a rated R show. There's a bunch of kids running around. They're like, no, let it loose. Do your thing. They've heard much worse at home. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Here goes, dude. And it was really funny, man. There was one point where I was just ranting and raving about vibrators, how women can just buy vibrators wherever. I was like, is it possible to just buy a fake vagina just anywhere? The kid yells out, yeah, it is. I got the whole thing on videotape, and I'm going to cut together some clips for my YouTube channel, put it into my How to Handle a Heckler series. First time ever that I've been heckled from the front row by an elementary school kid. Actually, no, that happened one other time. It was at a music festival, but he was a little bit older. It was like a 14 or 15-year-old kid. It was at Redneck Fest in 2009. There was a kid right up front that just could not shut the fuck up. I'm like, I'm totally getting tooled out here by a junior high kid. It was embarrassing. Thanks for the likes going across the stream. Lucas, what's up? Scott, what's up, dude? I got your text. I will hit you up for some show dates to bring our show to the Vault Bar and Grill in Danville, Illinois. What a fun place that is. We pack them in there. Just about 50 or 60 people does the trick. It's a real cool little joint ran by some really cool people. And then upstairs, the after party there is always completely off the hook. I'm going to wrap it up here shortly, though. I'm already 6 minutes in. My wife told me today that I'm getting really good at ranting and raving for 20 minutes or so. Kenny Van, his mom and dad cooked the fish. That's right. His parents were there. That was the deal. This kid was there because his parents were there. They're in charge of the catering, the fish dinner. And so this 10-year-old kid just right up front, man. It made for some awkward but very, very funny fucking moments during the show last Saturday night at the Van Dorn Racing Party, New Berlin, Illinois. I'm going to put together the highlights of that along with the highlights from the He Said, She Said Q&A to wrap things up. We had a lot of good stuff that came out of the whole night, so I'm going to throw that up on my YouTube channel. And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, you should definitely do that. It's at The Bar Comic on YouTube, and that gives you a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, things that I can't put up on Facebook, or, videos of heckler battles, crazy shit that just happens during the show, because I videotape all of my shows, as many as I possibly can. I try to get a recording of, because you never know what the fuck is going on. You never know that it's going to be the night when the 10-year-old kid is sitting in the front row. You never know when you're going to start asking questions out into the audience, and there'll be like a little old lady up there that gives you one of the most awkward responses ever. All that stuff, it's on my YouTube channel. When ad-libbing goes wrong, it's all up there. There is videos of me back in the day in the Demolition Derby at Redneck Fest that I was telling you about earlier, where I was getting heckled by the 14-year-old kid. And that was a show where was in a Demolition Derby before I did my performance. They put me in the 420 Doobie Mobile, little redneck backyard demolition derby. So a lot of crazy shit. So if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, go over there at The Bar Comic. Hey, Mike Lee, what's up, buddy? Maureen, Day Peace up in here. Del Barber, you awkward. I love creating awkward situations. I like doing my stand-up comedy where you just let anything that comes your way come your way. I've got the routine down pat. I know the material that I'm going to be working on. If I've got new shit, I'll throw it out there. If I've got old shit, it's already polished up and ready to go. That's like the skeleton of the act. But the way I really like to flesh it out, put the meat on the bones, is all the crazy shit that just happens in the moment. You don't know what the fuck is going to go on. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. People start sending you up shots. You got a kid in the front row that starts heckling you. And then you turn that stuff into comedy. A few weeks ago last week when I was up in Bay City, Michigan, and it was found out before the show that the manager of the bar likes to run around with chicken fingers in her pocket. And then I was able to do like a whole 10 minutes just on pocket meat. All that stuff is new material. I never would be exposed to that if I went in as a stand-up and just try to do the scripted shit every single time. It makes it a hell of a lot more interesting, a hell of a lot more fun when people people are out in the audience and not heckling to ruin the show or because they have to be the center of attention, but more like the folks did it this last weekend at the Van Dorn Racing Party. The whole crew there, they're yelling stuff out to contribute to the show in order to give us more material to work with and be in the moment. And that's my favorite part of doing comedies, the in the moment, off the cuff shit. Mike Lee, if you're still watching, remember that? That's what we did back in the day in the fucking gunfight show. Right there, you know? Picture from back in the day. That's how I learned to do comedy, literally on the fucking street. Literally on the street. I was a street performer and actor in Wild West shows that were in fucking amusement parks and state fairs where you had to keep it clean. You had to battle the hot weather. You had to battle the amusement park roller coasters that were going by. And you still had to keep an audience's attention. And you never knew what the fuck was going to go on. You do 5 shows a day. All kinds of crazy shit happened. And you had to adapt to it. You had to turn it into content and material and jokes for future fucking shows. That's right, Kenny Van Dorn. I won't drink anything you put in front of me anymore. That was one of the best heckles of the night. I was like, Kenny, what are you drinking tonight? Anything you put in front of me. And then mistakenly, this is what I put up earlier. You should have wished me luck at the after party. Mistakenly, I decided to go ahead and do my Kenny Van Dorn impression and drink anything you put in front of me. What was it? Blue Moons and then some Fireball shots and some fucking Jaeger bombs. Oh, speaking of that, I want to show you this too. Check this shit out. The Jägermeister sign that I got. I'm going to have to find a place to put this up somewhere in here. I got a Blue Moon sign and now I got a Jaeger sign. So thank you guys for that. But that after party went fucking crazy, man. What were we doing? Those mini beers, and then someone sprung some lunch boxes around. I drank anything you put in front of me. I did my Kenny Van Dorn impersonation and then wound up in someone's random house with a pile of puke next to me. What else, man? Come see me this Friday night. I'll be in Portage, Wisconsin at Polk's Pub. I'll put the information in the description of the video in the comments down below. What else can I tell you guys? That's about it for today. I'm going to wrap this up quick. I forgot to promote my Saturday show at Foxy's Bar in Briggsville, Wisconsin. So if I've got any Briggsville or Wisconsin fans or friends or followers watching right now, hit me up with some links. Hit me up with some shares, share this shit out, spread the word. Let's get the party going this weekend up in Wisconsin, because I know you guys are some crazy fucking drinkers. The cool thing about Wisconsin, though, is they have the pub pilot programs. They have the safe ride programs. So no matter where you are, you can always get home safely. And I think more states need that kind of shit. Instead of doing this bullshit that I heard about last week on NPR, where there's new organizations trying to lower the drinking and driving limit to 0.05. What's that? 1 fucking beer? 2 fucking beers? Maybe it takes 2 beers to get my ass out of bed in the morning. You think it takes 2 beers to get me drunk? Are you kidding me? 0.05 my ass. And that's going to directly affect my industry, man. I'm a fucking bar comic. I want as many people coming out to the show, drinking, having a great time, laughing their asses off. Don't do the stupid shit that I do and start mixing that all together. Don't do your Kenny Van Dorn impersonation. But come out this Saturday at Briggsville, Wisconsin at Foxy's Bar. It's a 5 o'clock show. It's a happy hour comedy hour that I'll be putting on. So early in the night gives us plenty of time to party afterwards. Friday night, I'll be at Polk's Pub in Portage. So all my friends and fans and followers up there, hit the share button, hit the like button, and I'll give you all the specifics of the shows in the description and the comments of this video down below. Also, make sure you go on, get a free copy of my CD, Totally Baked. I'll put the link where you can do that as well. I don't have a whole lot left to send out, but whoever signs up here in the next few days, as long as I've got some left, I will send those out to you. And I'll also hit you up with some downloads on it. So if you don't have old school technology like a CD player, you can just get the MP3s and put them right on your iPod or whatever. And that's got my best radio bits, prank phone calls, crazy heckler battles from back in the day. Inside, very special bonus, my very own secret brownie recipe. And, of course, the disclaimer is entertainment purposes only. I cannot be held responsible for your actions. I got to wrap this up shortly. I got to wrap this up quick. Hey, Luca, what's up? How things in Quincy? Eric, Bill, Nicole, how you doing? I'm going to be coming up to your neck of the woods. I'll be in Alpena. How close are you to Alpena, Nicole? I'll be in Gaylord I'll be in Gaylord February 15th, Thursday, February 15th at the Blind Squirrel. And if you want to see more of my show dates, I'm always going all over the country. So just go to my website, JerDogComedy.com, hit show dates. But like I said, this weekend and next weekend, Wisconsin, central and southern Wisconsin. So thank you guys very much for joining me today on this 420 live video blog. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to fucking hit the weights here. Yes, that's right. JerDog lifts weights. I know it doesn't show very much, but I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm trying to get in shape. And I got to go eat breakfast. I don't even fucking eat breakfast until after I do these 420 reports. You know, I'm a kick-ass dude stuck in a shitty dude's body. I'm trans intragender. All right, things are getting weird. That's usually a good sign to wrap this motherfucker up. Thank you guys for joining in. Hey, Tyler, what's up? We'll see you tomorrow at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. In the meantime, dog bless America.